Comair was founded in 1946 and has been operating now for 68 years. 68 years of consecutive profits, which is probably a record in the airline industry. It is a bit of an odd industry in that the likes of Warren Buffett have said that it's the one place they'll never put their money. And one can well understand it with $3 trillion worth of aircraft in the industry and a net profit of zero over the last 10 years, the returns are pretty dismal. But having said that, we do believe Comair is a bit of an anomaly in this environment. Having made consistent profits, we're probably doing better than many other businesses out there that investors are quite adamant that they must put their money into. So we don't see the risk in Comair the same as the risk of a typical aviation industry analyst. But 2014 results looking good, 16% up on earnings. We did do a 10% share buyback during the year, which has meant that our earnings per share have actually gone up by 24 cents. Based on the relatively good cash position that we have today and also our prospects going forward, we did increase our dividend per share by 20%. And so all in all a good year. Turnover increased by 17%, partly through a number of 33% increase in passenger volume. We did see at the same time the market actually declined by 4% in passenger volume. So the question's obviously raised, well, how did we manage to grow by 3% when the market shrunk by 4%? That's always the million-dollar question. The combination of marketing initiatives, social media interaction, advertising campaigns, customer service, ongoing training of frontline staff, etc., obviously all contributed. And we'd like to believe that we've got quite a loyal customer base that is held in there with Kalula or the British Airways brand for many years. So all in all, a good year for us, even in terms of passenger volume. I think looking at the likes of return on funds employed, there were quite a few questions raised 2-3 years back when we invested in a new fleet, and we took on quite a substantial amount of debt onto the balance sheet. A lot of investors looked at it and said, well, can Comair accommodate this additional debt? What will happen to the return on total funds? And in fact, we've got a better return on funds employed today than what we've had over the last 10 years. So, particularly if you bring in the lease obligations, because the choice between leasing or purchasing an aircraft has to be taken into consideration in the total funds employed. So we have steadily been increasing our ownership of the fleet, and that has definitely contributed to a good return on our total funds. The slightly higher gearing has driven up the return on equity quite substantially, so good results there as well. So overall at the moment we're in a good position. I think the real challenge is the year ahead. Typically we've seen globally that passenger numbers have grown by approximately 2.5 times GDP. And so we are quite affected by the current sluggish GDP growth in South Africa. But despite that, we have a few tricks up our sleeve. We've got an announcement coming out in the near future around another efficiency driving initiative on our aircraft. And we've got a lot of technology-driven enhancements coming up around the operations side of things, around fleet management, around ground operations initiatives, etc., to really tighten up everything as well as possible. On the revenue side, we're always looking to sell more things and more products to our customers. The hotel and the car hire sales have gone well, and we're looking to increase that. And then we're also looking at further ancillary products to our customers. We recently introduced the seat selection option on Kalula, which has done very well. We've introduced insurance, travel insurance on the website, etc. So a few more of those initiatives also coming up in the year ahead. So all in all, I think we're looking forward to another good year. And our next batch of new aircraft come in the 2016 financial year. So unfortunately, in this upcoming 2015 year, we don't have any brand new aircraft coming into the fleet. That will really start coming through in the year after that. But overall, we have quite a positive outlook for the years ahead for Comair.